what? Want some real facts? Here you go. Size, 83,871 square kilometres. Population, 8.7 million. Capital, Vienna. Oh my, so beautiful. Part of the European Union. Of course. So what about studying there now? Austria boasts 70 top-class universities with more than 380,000 students, of which 25% are international students. Its university system is part of the Bologna process, meaning ease of mobility inside the European Union for you and mutual recognition of degrees. Some other goodies. Various programs taught in English, scholarships and research grants, as well as climate award-winning affordable housing for scholarship holders. Austria is internationally renowned for its music and arts programs. Throughout all programs offered, sustainability and environment play a key role. And for your career after graduation, Austria provides state-of-the-art research facilities across the country. Life there? Well, let's put it this way. L'Autriche, 12 points. Vienna traditionally leads the pack of the world's most livable cities. Not necessarily because Austria won the Eurovision Song Contest, high five Conchita, but rather for this country's top public transport, social and economic stability, and a world-class range of cultural activities. Speaking of cultural activities, discover world-famous artworks, spend days and nights at the museum, and explore architecture's finest like nowhere else. Wherever your cultural explorations take you, take it gemütlich. Get together and make new friends. In the mood for a party after that? Your super hip outdoor music festival, a classical music concert, or the, oh my gosh, it's already 9 a.m. in the morning underground club is just around the corner. After a crazy night out, you may want to indulge in a Käsekreiner sausage at the Würstelstand and, oh yeah, a sweet, sweet Apfelstrudel to top it off. Had too much? Then go out, move. Oida! Oida? You've probably never heard of Oida, but it's a word you hear all the time in Austria, meaning dude. But actually, it could mean just about everything. By the way, you definitely should get familiar with Grüßang, Leihwand, Gspusi, Bocho, and Beisel. Need a break from all that Austrian? Board a train, jump on a plane, or take the boat. The rest of Europe is closer than anywhere else. Go out, explore, highlight your future. Study in Austria.
All right. So I hope you enjoyed that. Right now, I'm going to share my screen. Let me just get this done. All right. Okay. All right. So we talk about Austria. A lot of students that I meet, they always ask me, "Oh, how do we go there? It might be very difficult. We don't know the language." And I have to tell you, I come from a little town called Dumaguete. My childhood was actually defined by the 3 C's: Carabao, chocolate, and coffee, or chocolate and coffee. So I come from very humble beginnings, but I was able to go there. So there's no reason for you not to be able to. I think there should be no limit to your dreams. And certainly Austria, which is at the center of Europe, allows you to do that, to dream bigger and to do better and to do more than what you think possible. So some facts and figures, they have been already stated at the video. But the capital city where I spent most of my time was in Vienna. And Vienna is a beautiful place, but there are also other places in Austria that you should visit. These are just some of them. And I'm sorry for the other regions that I don't mention here. But Innsbruck, for example, you have the view of the Alps every time, and it's beautiful in any season, especially during the winter. Well, at least that's my favorite time. And you have Salzburg, of course. A lot of the Filipinos know about the Sound of Music, but it's so much more. They have like this great, Salzburger Fest, which is like a festival of plays, music, and culture and art. It's really amazing. So that's another place that you should go to. And of course, you have Vienna and so much more. So as an educational destination, Austria offers universities that are many of the programs are taught in English. There are international research networks. Of course, there's excellence in teaching and research. We are always at the top when it comes to the quality of life. Vienna, Austria, always tops that list. And of course, there's a generous hospitality and an overwhelming landscape. You can do basically anything. If you want the outdoors, if you want to stay in, you want to inspired by coffee culture. You can just order one coffee and then you can stay in the place the whole day. Nobody will bother you while you enjoy or read a book and things like that. The libraries are also amazing. So this is just a look on the higher education institutions in Austria. Of course, there are universities, but you also have University of the Arts, you have medical universities, technical universities, private universities. Several of them are represented during the EHEF. So please do find the time to go to their booths. And then you have the Universities of Applied Sciences and University Colleges of Teacher Education. I'm sorry, I'm rushing a little bit because I only have a few minutes with you. So since 2019, there are 26% are international students studying in Austria. So you will be in good company. And it's great, what was amazing in my experience is really having these interactions with people from all over the world. It enriches your knowledge. It also breaks barriers, and you become a better person out of it, and you get connected with people even until now. So it's a wonderful thing. At the same time, I want to talk to you about all these universities. So it doesn't matter what kind of major you want to do. Austria has everything for you. All you need to do is just look at what is offered. This is actually my friends. This is my own picture in our class. And we discuss a lot and we debate a lot and we have fun a lot. So that's something that you should think about as well. There's also teacher training in Austria for those who are into teacher training. And the program there is really, really good. And you get to learn not only how to teach, but also how to become the best teacher that you can be. So please look at that as well. This is, if you are at the lookout of a particular project, this is the site that you have to look at, studienwahl.at/en for the English. And this is a database that allows you to search for study options in Austria. You can choose based on the program, based on the location, based on the final degree, and of course the type of university. So there are of course international study programs in Austria, and they allow you also to interact with and to have internships or to have conferences even outside of Austria, because as you know, Austria is at the heart of Europe. So really the possibilities are endless for you. And I've been asked this a lot, and I want to share this to you. We have a database of grants and scholarships. If you go to grants.at, it will provide information about these, both in German, if you are already very good in German, and of course in English. So it's very easy to navigate. What you need to do is to go to the site, www.grants.at, and then you put the country, your country of origin, Philippines, your target country, of course, Austria, and then the type of grant. So there are different kinds of grants, and I'm going to show to you some grants that we have, some scholarships that we have. You have the Ernst Mach grant for worldwide. It's for postgraduates and PhD holders, all areas of study, 1 to 9 months, and monthly grant installments. You have also the Franz Werfel Fellowship. It's for young university teachers of German language and Austrian literature. It is used to work as visiting researchers at university departments and to carry out specialist studies in libraries, archives, or research institutions. You also have Richard Plaschka Fellowship. It's for university lecturers in the field of history and to work as visiting researchers. There are so much more. For those of you who are connected to a university, I'd like you to please visit the ASIA Uninet. This is an initiative of Austria together with other ASEAN countries, and they have several grants there as well and several opportunities for collaboration. I'm sorry if you're chatting right now. While I'm doing a presentation, I cannot read it right at this moment, but I am asking the EHEF Secretariat to compile it for me so that I can respond to it after the presentation, okay? So the Ernst Mach grant for ASA Uninet, it has a scholarship. The grant amount is 1,050 per month for postgraduates. And if you already have a doctorate, you have 1,150 euros a month, which is not bad to live in Austria. Also, the deadline was June 15, 2020, but usually this is an annual grant. So if you keep on looking at grants.ate, or in this case, scholarships.ate, you can find all of these opportunities as well. And yes, as I said, if you are part of a university and you want to network with Austrian universities and other universities as well, this is a great group to become a part of. So far, the University of the Philippines is a part of this, but we would love it to be to be extended to other amazing universities represented here in this room. So please tell your administration, the leadership of your universities to become part of this network. It's really a great network. There is a lot of exchange as well. And so this is me a couple of years ago. I just wanted to share this slide as my last slide because I think, there should really be no limit, as I said, to what you can dream. To me, Vienna was just a dream and going to Austria was just a dream. But I was given opportunities and I had help along the way. And I hope that we can provide that help for you. So in my case, I did a master's in peace, security development, and international conflict transformation from the University of Innsbruck in Austria. And I did an Erasmus master's in global studies in the University of Vienna. And the second part was in the University of Leipzig. So I don't want to spend a lot of time. I want to answer as much questions as I can, but I also wanted to share to you the other reason why you should discover Austria. Some of my greatest friends until now, I met them in Austria, and they come from everywhere in the world. And some of them are still there in Austria. And whenever I go, like early this year, I was in Vienna. It's always a great reunion. It's a family that I will always have, even if you are in the Philippines or everywhere. There is always a family. So that's one thing that you can discover in Austria, and you can, of course, experience, but also nurture. Even if you leave or if you stay, it really depends on you. So this family, this friendship is something that will be with you for the rest of your life. So something that you really want to think about. So see you in Austria. If you have other questions, you can contact the OEAD, the Austrian Exchange Service, which is in charge of this international cooperations, information about scholarships and other programs. If you are ever in Vienna, you can go to Ibendorfer Straße in Vienna, or there are the numbers there. The easiest way is, of course, through the email studyinaustria@oead.at or www.studyinaustria.at. So with that, I'd like to stop my presentation, but I would like to encourage you to ask me questions since we have some minutes to do that. Okay, there's a question here. I'm just gonna get it. Okay, is there Erasmus program offered in Austria for Crisia? Yes. In fact, my program in global studies, it's open right now. It is funded under the consortium, the Erasmus Mundus. So you can choose, and you should choose Vienna as for your first year or your second year, since you need to go to other places as well. So yes, and there are other programs also under the Erasmus. Is there Erasmus for MBA? I'm not sure if there is an Erasmus for MBA, but the private universities that are represented here, they have amazing MBA programs. Several of them also have scholarship opportunities. So you should really visit the booth that they have so that you can have information on these opportunities as well. So I just wanted to share to you, just in case you don't know, we have Central European University. Please visit. IMC University of Applied Sciences Krems, Model University Vienna, the Unit for Peace and Conflict Studies, the University of Innsbruck, where I am an alumna of, University of Applied Sciences Wiener Neustadt, and Webster University of Vienna. So please also visit their booths and ask around, ask more information. How is master's program in Austria? Is it the same here? Yes. Most of the research there, most of the master's degrees programs are research based, but there are some, depends really on the program, because some are more practical as well, or there you could also have like an internship portion. So it depends on the program, but really the kinds of courses are it's very show you. You can search for that as well. Okay. Best universities in Vienna for architecture. A lot. I think it's better if you you look at the universities, take time, during the pandemic that you cannot get out much. I would like to ask you to visit the site, the website, and then just search around and find out, if it's a good fit for you. The universities, you can do even a virtual tour in most of the universities, and so you can have more of a feel of how it's going to be. Okay, which is better, Vienna or other? Or other city in Austria? I can't say. I think every region has its own charm. That's the beauty of Austria, and it's really up to you which connects to you more. So again, it's a part of discovering, another. Just find the time to discover it before you go, virtually at least. Andy, thank you so much for the comment. Yeah, thank you, and please keep in touch. And I hope you do consider going to Austria. How else? How much do you need as proof of financial capacity? You can find more of the information, as I said, on studyinaustria.at. It has like a whole brochure. I also put that on the site, but you can also go there, and then you can ask also questions there, because our time is very limited. I just want to get like more. Can I work while I study? That depends on the visa that's given to you. In my case, I was allowed to work part-time. There are hours that are put in your visa as to the maximum time that you can. In my case, I think it was 10 hours. So the general rule is you have to study first before you work. It cannot be the other way around, that you're working and then part-time studying. So you have to be fully studying, and you have to prove that, and then you do some work. And there are a lot of internships that you can do in Austria. The United Nations, Vienna is there. A lot of international organizations are there. You can really have very good internships. Also, there are great companies who are there, who have very good programs with diversity training. At the same time, they love it when they have this people from all over the world, because it makes them better as a company. So many of my friends actually worked in companies as well. Okay. What else? Is there no age limit? It really depends on the program. If you do and also if you're applying for a scholarship, or if you are self-funded. If you're self-funded, of course, it's a little bit more open, but scholarships usually have a limit as to the age. But again, it depends. The University of Innsbruck, for example, the Peace Studies program has scholarships, and age is not a factor. I had classmates who were in their 50s, and they had they thought that they would be peace workers at this time, and they were perfect as peace workers because they had a lot of experience. So don't let that stop you. I think it's really a matter of discovering the things. There are a lot of opportunities, and age should not be a hindrance. Okay, neither would be our nationality or the place where we are from. So just a matter of searching a little bit. Okay. All right. Okay, thank you so much, Nathalie. Is tuition fee waived for PhD programs? It depends if you're going to a private university or a public university. So again, please look at studyinaustria.at. There's a wealth of information there that can answer all of your questions. And if you still have questions, my email is with the EHEF Secretariat, and it would be a pleasure. And I would really love it if all of you in this room will think about going to Austria. It's really an unbelievable experience, and you will really grow as a person, and hopefully you will find what it is you are looking for in Austria. Yeah. Starting to love Austria. Great. I'm very happy about that. Do I still have time, EHEF? Can I still answer questions? Uh-huh. Because I Okay, all right. So I will meet you at the booth then. Please do visit the private universities that are represented. They have amazing programs as well. But I'll see you in the booth. Thank you so much. You've been a great audience, even if I can see you. So thank you and have a good afternoon. Bye-bye, everybody.